meeting, or let's say it's a social event, and it may be consisted of people like famous politicians like former President Barack Obama, Rodrigo Duterte, or business partners or famous Hollywood artists. And then you realize that first thing impression is the lasting impression. So you have to act accordingly so that they can give you a first good impression about you on that particular situation. What I'm about to emphasize here is about etiquette. From the French word estique. According to Emily Post's etiquette book, it is the science of living. It embraces everything. It is ethics, it is honor, it is showing respect and consideration. For me, it's kind of complicated in Emily's definition. But in my terms, it is the fine arts of getting along with people and the correct way of behaving in a social event. So now I'm not here I'm not here to discuss more about etiquette, but I'm here to give you some tips about social etiquette. So there are 5 major situations that you can apply some etiquette. The first one, the basic social etiquette. There are certain types of behaviors in all types of situations that we need to learn, but with few exceptions. Putting them into practice can make a big difference in your social life. So these are the social rules for you. Be on time. No one likes to wait for others who are chronically late. Even us, we don't like people who are late. It is very depressing to think that that person can go or not, right? Personal space. Have you ever gone to other country and spoke to other people there, and experienced when they squirm when you get closer to them? Because in every culture, there are different types of comfort levels of personal space. So before you travel, find out how you can get close to people without being rude. In communication, regardless of who you are, you will have the need to communicate throughout your life. Being a good communicator can do such variety of things for you. You can share important information clearly. You can win others people's side. Or you can raise your children properly. In conversation, learn how to hold a decent conversation with back and forth dialogue. Never monopolize a discussion, making it boring, or else you may find yourself stuck in the corner trying to figure out why our people are walking away from you. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media out there are part of most people's lives nowadays. So remember that your friends can see what you post, what you retweet, what you share, anything you post out there. So be careful. In dining, if you ever share a meal with anyone, learn the basic table manners. Like basic table manners. Yes. No one wants to sit across with a person who talks when his mouth is open or snorts milk out of his nose. That would be so embarrassing. So in basic table manners, learn some basic table manners. Like, if your elbow is rocking the table, take them off. Use the napkin and put it in your lap. Use the flatware that is farthest from your plate. And don't talk when your mouth is full. Know how to act in a formal dinner party, including which utensils should you use in that particular course. If you ever doubt of which fork should you use in that cuisine or menu or cuisine or meal, try to look at the host and the hostess. That way you can eat like them. Yes. Business etiquette. On the one hand, the bottom line is considered the most important factor. But if you get down to the most important aspect, most people would think is the business etiquette and the manners that would get even to the bottom line. Learn how to dress properly in any occasion. If you're working and your office has casual Fridays or casual Wednesdays, don't dress like you're going to the beach. It is still a work environment and should be treated with respect. And when you're going out, there are lists of rules that matches wherever you go. Learn what they are, or you may come across as a rude person. You don't want to be that person who never bothers to learn some proper etiquette. When you're going out, learn the basic proper etiquette on riding buses, trains, any public transportation. Like, keep your hands to yourself, don't stare at others, and offer seat to anyone who needs one. So there you have it. I have now given you some tips about social etiquette. I hope you find it interesting, because without it, members of society would likely show far too much impatience and disrespect, which would lead to rash unfortunate events. So, remember tips that I have given you so that you can boost your confidence, you no longer feel apprehensive when meeting other people, you can make more friends, and you can make others feel comfortable with you. Thank you.
Yeah!